What is going on? It's Lifestyles. Happy Sunday and good evening. I hope everybody had a good weekend, good blessed weekend. I did, and I'm staying safe as usual. What's going on with everybody? Hey, Trey Ace of Spades. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Shirley. What's going on? Happy positive Sunday. We're definitely not in a quarantine, and I know other states are going through different things, but I'm hoping that we're all back to some kind of normalcy at some point. So I'm hoping for that soon. Let me get adjusted. So, what's going on tonight? So, it looks like Congressman John Lewis passed away the other day. Like to send condolences out to his family. Um, he was 80 years old, and I think he just died of natural causes. He was one of the founding fathers of the civil rights movement. Back in 1965, he marched across the what is it, the Edmund Pettus Bridge, where he was brutally attacked. It was labeled as Bloody Sunday on March 7th, 1965. Um, and him and I think 700 or 600 other followers that or marchers that he had with him were all brutally attacked, and that's the reason why they called it Bloody Sunday. But we just like to send our condolences out to his family, and we do hope he's resting in peace. He was a great leader when it came to the civil rights movement, helping us being able to vote, excuse me, and different things like that. So we definitely appreciate his service in Congress as well too, because he passed some bills, and I'm sure that helped us um, to where we're at now. So just want to send a shout out to Congressman John Lewis again, 80 years old. And what else is on the agenda? Okay, so we're talking about men kissing and telling. And what I mean by that is a man that has relations with a woman, and um, maybe if he's a celebrity or something like that, he may um, uh, tell it in a book. He may tell it on TV. I want to know your take on that. So we're talking about R&B singer August Alsina, who we all know here lately has been in the internet talk on YouTube and different shows. Angela Yee's show of Breakfast Club, she interviewed him, and he was talking about his relationship with actress Jada Pinkett Smith. So, my question to you is, do you think it's cool when a man kisses and tells what he has done with a young lady that he has been involved with or something like that? Because he did tell Angela Yee that they had some sort of relationship, friendship, whatever, and that um, um, Will Smith basically gave him open arms and said I guess it was okay because they were not together at that particular time. I guess they were sort of kind of like separated. So a lot of different men are giving August Alsina flack on telling his business with Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett um, came out and said what on Red Table Talk on Facebook with what her and excuse me, what her and August Alsina were doing, and that that sums it up right there. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't really think. Uh, I don't know. I guess I don't. I don't think men ought to do that. But I guess sometimes men do different. I don't know. He has an album coming out, so I don't know. Is that the real reason? Because he had an album coming out. He's everybody's talking about him lately, so I don't know. I don't know. Trey Ace of Spades. I'm here to learn tonight. Unfortunately, I don't know my government topics as well as I should. That's okay. That's okay. Um, John Lewis was heavy in the civil rights movement. He was under Martin Luther King. He was a few years younger when he came up in the ranks, and he was one of the ones, like I said, that marched in Selma in 1965 across the bridge um, with about 600 other marchers, and they were brutally attacked just to get their point across. I believe it was for voting and people trying to go to school back in those days, just integration period. So yeah, um, but back to August Alsina. Um, I, I don't. Maybe he should have kept that to himself. I believe he should have. That's just my opinion. Um, some things are personal and private. And so I think that you ought to keep them personal and private. But nowadays, we all know negative or positive um, um, is all good for a star. When you're a star, it's all good for it doesn't matter. So I don't know. I don't know. Enjoy. You have to tell us what for dinner. Yeah, I, I didn't do a lot of cook. I just actually I just put a little something together. I didn't really do any cooking, or I would have put it on YouTube tonight, and I didn't do that. So Taco Tuesday, I may do Taco Tuesday online Tuesday. I'm kind of looking forward to that because I've had a taste for some tacos, so I'll probably do that Tuesday. But yeah, August Alsina, back to August Alsina. Yeah, I think he should have kept that to himself. Um, Jada Pinkett told Will Smith and she's got the highest 12 million views, I think, in one day for that Red Table Talk with her and Will Smith. So I don't know. I don't know if everybody's doing this for ratings or what they're doing this for. Um, what else? Let's see. I don't know. What's your take on that? Do you think that um, that was cool for August Alsina to tell his business with Jada Pinkett? I mean, do you think that was cool because she's still married? And I guess what's going on? Hey, Boop Doobie. All righty. What's going on, Mel? How are you? We're just talking about it's all about money and jealousy. Hey, Delana, what's going on? Absolutely not. It's not cool because he knew she was married and he knew what he was getting himself into. I totally agree. Jamonica, haven't seen you in a while. How you been? I hope everybody's good in your camp. We're just talking about August Alsina and Jada Pinkett. Everybody's been talking about that lately, and we want to know what your opinion is on that. Do you think August Alsina should have said anything about his tryst with Jada Pinkett Smith? Do you think that that was cool? I don't think it was on my end. My opinion is that he should have kept that to himself. But everybody has their own opinion on these things. So just wondering what you thought about it. But I know he, excuse me, I know he does have an album that is out now, I believe, and I think it's doing pretty good, I believe. I don't know. So we'll sit back and see what happens with this now because everybody's just still making a big deal about it. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. Trying to be relevant. I agree with you. Um, Anybody who's just getting somebody to say their name um, is relevant nowadays. Jamonica says nope, he should have kept his mouth shut. He just wants fame. I agree. Looks like we're on that. He should have kept his mouth zipped shut first. So yeah, looks like we're all on the same page with that for now. I don't know. I just don't think he should have said anything about that. Not at all. Hey, Francis, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles with Eric. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Watch the videos fully. Hit the thumbs up, and that's going to help me get to where we need to get to as a family, and that's to be monetized. And I would say hopefully by the fall we'll be looking at some monetization. So which means we'll have advertisements and commercials on my videos, which will eventually help me get a sponsor. And I'd like to get a sponsor for shower singers. So that's the reason why we're going to be doing shower singers soon as possible. So excuse me, be on the lookout for that too. Okay, Will is back with her, so they are. I don't think they ever went anywhere. I mean, I believe that they have an open marriage anyway, so I guess they just kind of went separate ways for a little while, but they still lived in the same household, I believe. So I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. But I don't believe in having an open marriage. If I was ever to get married again, it would just be with one woman. I don't want to share. I don't want to be shared, and that's, the way it should be. Um, but I know that different times are, people are doing different things now and trying different things. So I don't know. I mean, I've said my take on a few things, but before, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And what else is in the news? So, what is going on with Meg the Stallion, the rapper, and Tory Lanez? What's going on with them? Is everybody just out clout chasing? Is everybody out trolling? Is everybody out just trying to sell an album? I don't get it. What's going on? This type of stuff is nothing new. These folks just try to be relevant, like Jamonica said. Yeah, I agree. Everybody wants to be relevant. Excuse me, I'm just scratching my head. But yeah, everybody just wants to be relevant. Uh, Meg the Stallion, was she shot on purpose? What happened? I mean, so supposedly she's been kind of seeing Tory Lanez. He's an R&B singer from Canada. He came up the last maybe 4 or 5 years in the ranks. He's been singing. He's pretty good singer. Um, uh, but something went wrong the other night when they were partying. Jade and I will has open. Jade and Will has an open relationship, and there are going to be casualties. I agree. I agree with the casualties. Trey Ace of Spades, totally. Yeah, yeah, totally agree. Um, yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, so with Meg the Stallion, her and Tory Lanez were supposedly kind of kicking it or whatever, and they went to a party at Kylie Jenner's house, and everything seemed to be going well because they had did a video or Instagram or Snapchat or something with all of them in the pool together, and they looked all happy and smiling and giggly. But as they were leaving, Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez were in chauffeur-driven SUV together, and um, that's when all hell broke loose. I guess supposedly a shot was fired in the truck, and um, Meg the Stallion was hit in the foot twice. Um, Allegedly by Tory Lanez, the R&B singer, which is very strange. So I'm really waiting to hear what happened in this story because this is weird. Um, and what's weirder, excuse me, what's weirder is that he's shorter than me, so that's even weirder. He's 5'3" and about 123 pounds, so he's a little guy. I could break him, but yeah, they her manager, Meg Thee Stallion's manager, the bodyguard, they are talking cash, you know what, because they want Tory Lanez. They want to get him bad. And they said his days are numbered. So I don't know if he shot her intentional, but she's saying he did. So this is weird. This is a weird one. So we'll sit back and see if somebody sells more records because of that. Hey Gwendolyn, what's going on? We were talking about Congressman John Lewis, died at 80, one of the uh, founding fathers of the civil rights movement, or at least under Martin Luther King, and did a lot to push for civil rights for Black people or African American individuals, us. And we were also talking about August Alsina, who is supposedly not in love or was in love with Jada Pinkett and had somewhat of a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith when her and Will Smith were separated. Yes, he will be missed, definitely. He was a strong leader, and I love the way he spoke. So he'll definitely be missed, Gwendolyn. Absolutely. We hope you're having a great, blessed Sunday, positive Sunday. Uh, Hope your family's safe and doing well. Definitely. Um, what else? What else? I mean, that's pretty much what we were talking about tonight. It's not a whole lot. It's always something going on. Our president's still acting silly, still saying crazy stuff. Um, what else? They still haven't arrested Breonna Taylor's the officers in Louisville, Kentucky that killed Breonna Taylor. They still have not. Excuse me. They still have not arrested those gentlemen. What else? Portia Williams was arrested, I believe, in Louisville because of the Breonna Taylor. She was protesting. Um, hmm, I don't know. I don't know. You're welcome, Gwendolyn. You're welcome, Gwendolyn. Definitely. um, this is just a pretty laid back Sunday, actually. Um, Very laid back. And I just kind of wanted to touch bases with everybody before it got too late. Um, what else? Hmm. I'm still rocking the wild hair here. It's growing. I am ready to get it rebraided and laid down on my head, but I'm growing it back. So, oh man, this is the messed up stage. What do I think about Tamar? I think Tamar is trying to get some attention. I think Tamar needs to sit her butt down. She's always trying to get some attention. She's very boisterous. She's always the life of the party. Now she's trying to commit suicide, and she knows she has a son. But I do understand when you are trying to commit suicide, you don't worry about what you have to take care of. You don't worry about your surroundings. You're just worrying about hurting yourself. So I don't think she wanted to hurt herself because if she did, she would have killed herself. She did that to get somebody's attention. So that's my opinion on that, Gwendolyn. She did that to get attention, and she's gotten a little attention, and now we'll be hearing more about Tamar Braxton here in the near future. I'm sure somebody will be reaching out to her, and she'll possibly be having something coming out, maybe a record or something. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But I'm glad that she's okay and she did not kill herself. I am so happy that that didn't happen because that she knows that by being a Christian woman and being raised that way, that the Lord doesn't approve of killing yourself. So I'm glad that that didn't happen and it didn't work. So hope she gets the help she needs. And oh, let me bring up one more thing before I get off of here. I don't know what is going on with the Vox Booker case, the young man that was supposedly lynched in Bloomington, Indiana, but it has turned out to be a big twist of events. And I can't say, but allegedly to everything because it's just sounding weirder and weirder. Supposedly, he assaulted the guys that said that they were going to lynch him or whatever. So supposedly, he assaulted them too. So I believe that the gentlemen were finally arrested after a week, a couple of days ago, and they had already gotten, or at least one of them had already gotten one of the best attorneys in Indianapolis, David Hennessy. So I'm trying to figure. I'm just going to wait and see how this ends up because it's getting stranger and stranger. It sounded like a hate crime to me, but I wasn't there. Now, hey, it could be more than a hate crime. It could be something weirder. So who knows? We'll see what happens with that. And I'd advise nobody going into the woods down in Bloomington by themselves. That's black or African American. So, you know, I'd say that probably wouldn't be a good idea. And what else is going on? The president still doesn't want people, doesn't care about if you wear a mask or if you don't. Um, I have my take on that too. What else? I guess that's about it. Everybody, I just want everybody to stay safe. Do your social distances, I guess, all that stuff. Do he do he look does he look like he could assault anyone? I'm just saying. Absolutely not. Bless his heart, he doesn't look like he could assault anybody. Unfortunately, he doesn't. So he's got to get some toughness in him like me, because I would have at least fought for my life and not let anybody just have me on the ground like I was an animal. That would not have happened, because I'm a man first, and I would have stood up for myself, because that's what you're supposed to do. Stand up for you, man or a woman. Don't let yourself be killed when you could stand up for yourself and die like a hero. Hey, Robin, what's going on? What do you think about Nancy Trump's book? Not Nancy Trump. Is that her name, Nancy Trump? Mary Trump. Might be Mary Trump. But yeah, his niece. Um, I don't think anything about it. I think that everything she's saying is truthful. And I believe that, I don't know. I think she better watch her mouth, because if she doesn't say the right things, then she might end up in a car accident or something. Something might end up happening to her. So I believe she better watch her mouth and watch what she says about her uncle. Um, she wants to get a lot out, but you still have to watch what you say. Just like Nick Cannon, unfortunately, he was canceled. He said a few things that was just on his mind, and it could have been true, but you still have to watch what you say. You can't say everything, especially when you're in the public eye. I even have to watch what I say. Even though I'm not famous yet, I still have to watch what I say. You look like you need some sleep right now. Well, no, and I don't, Gwendolyn. That's the reason why I want to get these bags done. That's like let's see, insecurity of mine that runs on my father's side of the family. I have baggy eyes sometimes, and I'm not sleepy. I have gotten a lot of rest actually. So hopefully this time at the end of the year, this will be gone and I won't be sleepy. I hate when people say that. I told a friend of mine that's just like when somebody says they think a woman's pregnant and she's not. So I'm not sleepy and I'm definitely not pregnant. So I know you didn't know that, but yeah, I'm trying to get these taken care of at some point. So we won't have to keep looking at those baggy eyes, because I want everybody to see my nice, pretty eyes at some point and not the bag. So yeah, mandatory mask wearing. It is in every state. It's probably coming, Trace of Spades. Yeah, it's probably coming. I'm sure it is. So we'll be doing this, right? There's that old mask. We'll be doing that. Can't breathe. Can't breathe. So everybody just stay safe as possible. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep your hands out for everybody. Love everybody. Hug everybody. If you can, pound them up, elbow them up. We're going to get through this. We will be back to normal at some point. So um, I love everybody. And I just want to say thanks for coming in my chat and thanks for listening. Well, wow, Gwendolyn, that wouldn't be something I wouldn't think you'd ask somebody on a live chat, but okay. Love you anyway. Thanks for stopping in my live. Well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everybody. All righty.